Hello, everyone. Welcome to our Good Morning Tarot. So, another day is starting, and I'd like to invite you to a general tarot reading, which is open to all zodiac signs. So, it's a general reading, so just take what resonates with you. At the same time, it's a timeless reading, so anytime you find yourself watching the video, that's the best time for you to see it. Now, let's try to see what is the main energy for today. Okay, our main energy for today is the Eight of Cups. Okay. It seems that you are living something right now. What first came to me is a working situation. Maybe you have decided to leave a working situation, but before leaving it, you get your affairs in order. So everything is in order. Maybe your working relationships, maybe you were able to delegate things well. At the same time, also, you arrange everything before leaving. So it's good. Now, it can be also a relationship, a loving relationship or a romantic relationship wherein you are just closed a romantic relationship and have decided to move on. Okay, so that's another possibility we have here right now. So right now you are in a new chapter is opening before you because you just recently closed a certain chapter, and you are ready for the new chapter to unfold. You're beginning a new journey, and the walking staff simulates that it's going to be a long one. Maybe for some of you it will be a long process of healing, or a long process of adapting to a new life situation or a new life environment, and it's still a mystery. You see here the moon. There are still, well, it's something quite exciting because you still do not know what lies ahead. So there is a certain mystery behind it, but you're not afraid. You courageously move forward. Now you see the person is going upwards. So yeah, there will be some challenges along the way. But the beautiful thing about it is it seems that everything was in order before you decided to move on. So that energy is of moving on. So it's like a transition period right now, whether from a certain life situation, you are moving on to a new one. Now let's try to see how it will unfold further. Okay, yeah, it will completely close. Okay, we have here the death card already. Now, I think it's you who finally decided to move on. So yeah, we have here the death card, which symbolizes that everything is completely closed. When death happens, it's really a closing of a chapter. Now, you will have to undergo the several processes in order for that new chapter to open. And for some of you, it might take longer than the others, depending on how you will accept the closing of the chapter. If you will be in denial, like this little girl in white, well, it will take longer. If you try to bargain, also, it will take longer. Now, if you completely surrender as like the king, well, yeah, the sun will rise faster. And if you face it with confidence, it will not only rise faster, just like this child, no, with enthusiasm, she faces death with enthusiasm. Then it will not only, the sun will rise even faster, but at the same time also, the young girl will benefit more from it, and maybe benefit from the lessons that the closing of the chapter will give. But all of us will have to undergo certain process. I mean, all of these processes we have to undergo. Now, if we will go through it smoothly, then the new chapter will unfold faster. Now, it's normal for us at first when that happens, we wonder, is this really chapter going to close? For some of us, for a certain moment, there will be a denial. No, it's not yet closing. But then when you move forward to a little bit further, then sometimes we would like to bargain, especially if it was something that has been beneficial for us. Bargaining sometimes comes. But the important thing there is you reach that point wherein you surrender and accept it. Death is like a night. The night saves us from distress. So in a certain sense, it closes chapters in our life in order to bring us to something better. In a distance, I see a boat. Reminds me of death as Sharon in the in mythology, wherein death is like a boatman that transports people from the land of the living to the land of the inner world. Okay, the underworld. They call it the underworld. Now, when you look at it, somehow the water, the river, can symbolize our intuition, and somehow maybe our intuition can help us navigate faster from the chapter that is closed to the sunrise, because the boat is going towards the horizon, towards that city where the sun is rising. So somehow uh, our intuition can guide us in our journey, which is very much similar to the Eight of Cups, wherein the moon can symbolize the mystery of our inner world, and somehow to understand more or to be guided more towards this new mystery of the new chapter, I think that our intuition will take an important role. Now, what is the advice of the universe for us? Well, yeah, it's time to really make a decision. Uh, you see here the person, you need to be grounded and you need to be guided by your intuition, but you need to decide. The decision is whether you will close the chapter or not. This Eight of Cups shows a person who has finally decided to really close the chapter and move on. Because if you would, the symbolisms of these two persons in the death card, the girl who is in denial, the bishop who is bargaining, this will make the progress of transition slower. So it's important for you to finally make a decision, to decide which is really what you want in life. Do you want to continue with your present situation, or are you willing to take the risk and move on to a new chapter? Again, there is the moon here, which shows the mystery. You need to make a decision even when things are not completely clear, and in order for us to make a good decision, we need to listen to our intuition, because if we get in touch with the divine through our intuition, the divine sees more than what we can see. So maybe the invitation for you is to make a decision, but at the same time, allow the spirit to guide you. So let go and let the spirit. So yeah, so that's it for today. I think you would have to make a decision, and for some of you, there is a need for you to move on to a new chapter. You need to close a certain chapter. So try to see how this reading resonates with your present situation. Okay, so there is a closing of a chapter, a new chapter is opening. The invitation is for you to move on. Okay, something like that. Well, that's it for our tarot reading. Let us now go to our self-care tip. For our self-care tip for today, the card is confidence. I think the invitation of this card is for us to affirm ourselves today, to appreciate that we are a gift to the universe, to appreciate that we have something beautiful to give to the universe. There is something beautiful with us. And also to appreciate the lessons that we've learned in life, to appreciate our contribution to the world, to learn to say thank you also to ourselves, to recognize that we have something beautiful in us that we can give to the world. And this affirmation allows us to face the world with confidence, knowing that we are a gift to the world. Then we have that confidence to go to the world. Sometimes we encounter people who have a tendency to put us down, maybe through their actions or maybe through their words. Sometimes the world tends to put us down. But having a good self-concept is important for us to be like it. That self-concept of knowing our value as a person will allow us to continue moving forward even when the environment does not support us. And I think that confidence becomes much stronger when we are in touch with the divine. Because every time we are in touch with the divine makes us realize that we are not alone and that we are loved in spite of ourselves. That the divine, through our experience with our relationship with the divine, always tells us, I love you and I will continue to love you no matter what situation you are in. It's like that. When you are with the divine and you deepen your relationship with the divine, you realize that the divine continues to love you. Whether you've done good or you've done bad, whether you've performed well or you have failed, the love of the divine never changes. The love is overflowing, and when you are aware of that love that is really unconditional, sooner or later your cup overflows and you develop that inner strength, that inner confidence that allows you to face the world amidst the challenges. In fact, when with this self-confidence that comes with that awareness that you are being loved by the divine, you are able to face life's challenges as adventures, as opportunities to learn, and you are able to enjoy the experience breathlessly. Now let's try to read the message that this card gives right now for us. Okay. Confidence. In this moment, I take a step back and look at myself with the pride of a good mother. Okay. The divine makes us feel like that. The divine is proud of us for who we truly are. And somehow we need to have that spirit of the divine. When you know you are loved, you have that confidence. Okay. So let's repeat it again. In this moment, I take a step back and look at myself with the pride of a good mother. I see an abundance of abilities and talents that show up all the time in big and little ways. If I could stick myself on a refrigerator, I would. I would invite all the neighbors over and say, look at that. Can you believe what an A+ that is? Okay. So be happy and be proud of yourself. Always remind yourself you are a gift, and the universe will be far less richer if the universe does not have you. Whatever song you sing, it contributes to the chorus of the cosmos, and your presence in the universe enriches not only the universe, but most especially those who are around you. Well, it's a beautiful card, and that's it for today. Thank you for the likes and comments you've given to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. I hope to see you again soon. Until that time, may God continue to bless your ways.